So, what do you guys think? From shit to Wichikushi. How's my new setup? It's still a work in progress. I still need to fix a couple of things, but functional? Is it good? Yeah, so did change my main channel. I noticed that V was banned from Google, banned from search results, and I'm trying something new. I'm going to wait a month with the new channel name to see how it's going to go, and hopefully it's going to go fine. Let's see. People are saying it's too brown. Yeah, maybe I should choose another color. Maybe I'll go with blue. Go with blue. Something happened in California. I don't care. I don't live in California. Horrible though. Horrible. I hope the people are fine. I should try pink. Are you insane? I will not try pink. Blue is good. Blue is good. People want to see more of my face? No, you get to see enough of my face. Because then you get to see the flaws. Then you get to see the pimples and the hair. And no, it's alright. Seriously, what happened in California? Because I hear people tell me like, "Did you know what happened in California?" No, I don't know what happened in California. Warcraft 3 Reforged started an update. Do you know what I hate? I bought my cat a new type of food because I got like someone gave me $20 super chat to buy cat food, and I'm like, you know what? I am going to spend $20 freaking in Romania to buy cat food, and I got like the super mega ultra premium edition, which is why my cat is actually really affectionate right now. And it smelled like human food. It smelled like pate. And the problem is, I actually want to eat some pate, but I can't because I have no fridge yet. By the end of the month, hopefully. I have no cutlery in my house. I have no knives, no nothing. I don't even have a sink. I have one in the bathroom though. And it made me like want pate so bad, like drooling after pate. And I can't. I'm obsessed with the videos of Sandu Chorba. Haven't seen Sandu Chorba though. But I am planning on eating the cat food definitely. People want another cat video. I will upload another cat video after this. I pee in the shower like normal people. Why do you ask me where do I pee if I don't have a sink? In the shower. Do you know what nightmare I had? I find nightmares to be very interesting because it's a gateway to a person's psyche, right? Like you find how a person's mind really works. And I had this nightmare that I got a haircut. I know. And they gave me like this mohawk with half hair bald and the other one with social justice hair color. Like it gave me a social justice hair color. And I was thinking like, oh my god, how well am I going to record YouTube videos? And I thought that I'm going to rename my channel Timpul, Romanian Timpul, double bagaloo. And put a mini beanie, just shave all of my hair and put a mini beanie there. But that's like what nightmares I have. That's what's concerning for me. That is what I have a problem with. People might say I'm very loud. Well, turn down your speakers if I'm loud. Why would you have your speakers at max? Okay, is it really that loud? Oh yeah, it is loud. Holy shit! All right, lowered it a little bit. Okay, so let's go into the things. Let's see what we got for today. So this is something that I genuinely like to laugh about, right? I wanted to buy a new video game because it was my birthday, not a lot of video games that I find really exciting. I haven't bought a video game in a long time. Like, seriously, I know it's difficult to imagine because you think doing YouTube videos is easy, which it is, right? My life is very easy compared to other people who work 11 or 12 hours a day. I can't even compare myself to that. But it still doesn't leave me a lot of time to play video games and unwind, because most of the time I basically look around for news that I find interesting, writing scripts for videos, not really scripts, but like ideas and jokes, what should I say, and blah, blah, blah. don't have that much time to play video games. So eventually it's like, well, it's my birthday, I should buy a video game, right? I should buy something. And I wanted to buy this Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, I never played any of the Pokemons. None whatsoever. But I did buy a Switch. Because my girlfriend, when she comes over, it's such an amazing thing to give her a Switch. And then you go at the computer and you work. It's like, mwah. You know, it's the way I'll probably do parenting. You give your kid a crack pipe and an Xbox, and that's parenting nowadays. Like, apparently the corporations are very aware of raising my own kids. They gather information from my kid, and doesn't matter. But it's really good, you know. You buy a Switch, boom, give it to the girlfriend, problem solved. The problem is that doesn't have any games, right? So I think, like, what game should I get? It's like, well, you know, Pokemon Sword and Shield looks cool. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. And it seems that on the internet, everyone is pissing on this game. Everyone is shitting on it. Everyone, like, there is like a massive, was a trending hashtag pointing out how the people did a bad job. And then IGN has the balls. Like, really, you know, when those BuzzFeed journalists did some blood work, and it turned out that all of them had under the level of normal testosterone. Like, all of them were suffering from testosterone depravity, right? Deficiency. I don't think the people at IGN have this. Like, the people at IGN have way too much testosterone. Because look at the balls. Look at the balls to come out and say that this game is a 9.3. Like, even I get to see the awful textures in this, you know? Like, you need to have some strong cojones to be able to give such a grade. And by the way, people are already explaining what is actually happening here. And I think, yeah, I think this is it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Boom, 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 boom. Right? This is actually how IGN functions nowadays. Oh my god. It's too small, can't read the text. Game of the Year edition. Best game, 10 out of 10 IGN. That's what it says. By the way, I played this game. I don't know how many of you are following. Detroit, Become a Toaster. So I'm doing a Let's Play on this channel. Finally, I can do Let's Play on my PlayStation, which means I'm going to buy more games because I will view it as an investment. You know, like, if I can buy a game and then live stream it and get super chats for it, then basically the game pays for itself. Ha 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 ha. So I can do a little bit of that, which is fine. You know, like, you guys can suggest some games on PlayStation. They have to be on PlayStation because my computer can't go with streaming. Maybe we can play a little bit of those. Detroit, I don't know, it keeps trying to pull my heartstrings and try to make me believe that pieces of metal actually have emotions and are like humans. No, they're not. So I generally do not connect to what the Resident Evil 2 went. Well, tell you what, you get Billy here. You managed to get Billy. I will play Resident Evil because now I can buy it on PlayStation and I can actually stream it. Death Stranding is not a game that I would like to stream because it's really boring. But I will definitely play more of Detroit. I will finish it actually. And maybe some God of War. Yeah, God of War is an excellent game. Bloodborne. I finished Bloodborne. Metro series. I finished the Metro series. See, that was a time when I could actually play video games. I finished Red Dead Redemption. Oh my god, I say I don't have time for games, and then when I figure out, it's like I finished so much. I don't really do the side quests and the thing is, I just do the main story. It's like do. Anyway, where's the next Become a Toaster stream? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I should set an hour for them. I want 7 p.m. Romanian time to be when I do my live streams. And then later during the night, I can do the Become the Toaster Let's Plays, right? So, we should do it like that. Anyway, get your butt cheeks ready, gentlemen, because if you're a gamer, I am willing to bet. I'm willing to bet. You know, it's going to happen. Call me crazy, but it's going to happen. You are going to see that you are going to get a tax for video games in order to curb pollution. It's going to happen. You're going to get a CO2 tax for purchasing a video game. And the money isn't going to go to plant more trees, isn't going to go to create more research into fusion power or anything like that. No, the money is going to go to social programs to make the government more wealthy. That's where the money is going to go, so they can squander it. Hopefully I'm wrong. But very rarely is this the case. So apparently a new study, which by the way I looked at it, and it doesn't take into account correlation and causation. But, you know, that's like saying, well, crime rates are lower, video games are selling more, so therefore, you know, the crime rate is lower because more video games. That's not really accurate. You need to actually make the correlation and the causation. But anyway. So apparently, they're blaming video games because carbon emissions, as a study entitled Towards Greener Gaming. By the way, this whole gaming shite, I remember Xbox, I believe, like Xbox is saying that they're going to have a new console that pollutes less. Where can I get the console that pollutes more? Like, I don't know, seriously, I'm willing to spend money for a console that pollutes more. Why not? Why not? I want to pollute. I want to be the polluter. You know, like, if these people are going to piss me off with this shit, at least I know that I can contribute to create Captain Pollution. Because one of those days, maybe Captain Pollution is going to come up and fight for my side, you know, of lower taxation, smaller government. That's how you destroy the planet. Less taxation, smaller government, boom, planet dies. The predators come to steal autism from Greta. Did you guys see the last Predator movie? No, I'm not making it up. Like, they actually had a kid with autism. And the predators are coming because global warming is happening. And they take the best trait out of species that are about to go extinct. And the best trait in humanity, according to them, is autism. So the predators are coming on Earth to steal autism from this child before global warming hits. Brilliant movie. You should see it. It's great. Through a sea of technical jargon and an incredible amount of graphs, I could finally get an answer of substance. In a typical year, gamers in the US alone use about 30 to 34 terawatts hours of energy. Breaking it down into easier terms for those of us who aren't electricians, that's 2.4% of all electricity in residential areas, which makes the CO2 output greater than 5 million cars. Those numbers don't seem like such a big deal, right? This graph further backs that up. Despite a study aimed at greener gaming, it's not gaming that's anywhere near the primary culprit for CO2 emissions. By the Computer Game Journal own data, computer gaming and computers and related equipment trail far behind the top 8 culprits, most of which are quality of life amenities. Given that I brought a personal copy of this out of pocket and out of a commercial copy, I'm not going to drop the graph here directly from the PDF. However, we're not completely without, as digital trends giving their own coverage of the study, blah, blah, blah. No, this is what's about to happen, right? Like, this is what I predict. They're going to constantly say, oh, this causes pollution. Taxation! Taxation! Ha ha ha! You masturbating causes pollution. Masturbation tax. The British people tried it, actually. They did try a wanking license. They gave up on it, which is quite sad, because I wanted to see if I could sell British people wanking material on Discord. Can you imagine if they can't wank and they have to go to Discord to buy it from me? Of course, I would be more than willing to sell them all of the wanking things they want. Let me see if I can find the article, which makes a very interesting claim, that raising taxes doesn't actually dissuade people from purchasing the product. Could you have believed this? Like, any of you believed it? Because I was like, oh, no. Let's see if I can find, and I bet. Oh, here we go. Evidence shows so that taxes have not reduced obesity. Oh, who could have believed it? Who could have believed it? You know what's interesting? The Romanian government actually has the balls to say, all right, we don't have enough money to pay for the budget this year, so we're going to put a sugar tax. Like, it was like so beautiful watching television. Like the prime minister spread his cheeks open, reached into his asshole, and just pulled the tax and was like, "Here, like we're really bad with managing your money, so we're just going to take more money from you." And everyone is like, "I'm like, oh my god, this is beautiful. Like this is art in the making." You know, it's like. It's kind of difficult because a lot of people, you know, who don't go to work, like teenagers and students, they really haven't met Uncle Sam or whoever it is in your country that taxes you. And when you finally like get to see how much money you're earning and how much money you're giving away, you become a bitter person like myself. You become a little bit sad and dead inside, you know, because you're thinking like, okay, so why do I pay taxes? Well, I pay taxes to get healthcare, I pay taxes to go to school, I pay this and that. And it's like, okay, so basically the government is my daddy and I give him my money so that daddy can take me to school. It's like, well, wouldn't it be a little bit easier if I take myself to school? Like, why the third man? Why the triangle? Why can't I just take the money, right, and invest in myself? I'm still waiting to hear that. Now, by the way, I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, taxation is theft and kind of shit. Because I understand, you know, like you wouldn't want a privatized police force. You wouldn't want a privatized military. You wouldn't want like a privatized... even the road systems, by the way. There are a couple that are privatized and they need money from the state to function. So, no, I get it. Like, there are a couple of things that are required, but, you know, then you go into other things that don't make sense. Like a sugar tax, really? Vic wants private police force and private militia. See, this is what I don't understand. What if there's a crime, right? Like someone got shanked in the shower. How do you decide which private police force has jurisdiction? And even then, it's like, if, let's say, I'm a witness, right? Like, I saw it. I know who did it. And the police comes to my house, the private police. It's like, we open up. And I'm like, yes, officer. We need you to testify. I don't want to. What then? What then? Like, what they do? Well, I already testified to the other private police force. I'm going to testify to your competition. Going to testify to the shower police, yeah. State police is crap. Well, police is crap in general. I'm yet to see that. You know what is the opposite of doing things without the police? Like if you actually want an uncapped state, you'd have to go back to an honor system. In an honor system, someone tarnishes your honor or a family member, you deal with it. You think someone did something, you deal with it. The Vikings used to operate by this system in Norway. I think some tribes in Africa, the mobsters operate by this system. You know, I mean, technically you can have a world without cops. Every time people go like, oh, can you have something without, yeah, you look at history. Yeah, it is possible. Is it the better? I don't think it's the better, you know. Yeah, deal with it, work for ages. And only now societies are falling apart. No. Societies have fallen apart throughout the ages as well. But it's a lot more safer as a society. See, this is the thing. Like throughout history, we never had such safe societies as we have now. Crime rate is plummeting. I haven't got to any war. Maybe you guys have had, but I didn't. So no, I'm really happy that I am alive in this particular day and age, and even though some things aren't perfect, I don't think we should get rid of them. Why did I change my main channel name? David Gonzalez asks. David, let me explain to you, my man. I went on Google to try to find my channel. I couldn't, right? Like usually, day after day, I would upload a video, and then on my phone, I would go and watch the super chats, and I would also watch the chat. Kind of useful watching the chat, because you see when people laugh, you see when people lose interest. You know, you kind of get to improve your own shtick. And lately, like 2 months ago it started, I couldn't find my name on Google, and I tried different things. I tried V YouTube, YouTuber V Romania YouTube. None of the combinations work. So I'm trying to change the name of my channel. in order to see if it's going to function, right? Don't turn off the TV. Do not dare touch that dial. Sub V, I'm alive, says Yorozuya. Yorozuya, great to have you. I know what I should show you. I know what I should show you. See, the problem is that I don't know if I'm going to show you this is going to be considered for kids or not. So, no, I do not consider that this is for kids, right? This is for adults to see what goes on in some classrooms. Alright? So look at this. Behold.
Pronouns she and her because I'm a woman, and when I was your age I used to be a girl.
What?
Hi, I'm Nadine, a sex educator.
And I'm Eve.
A sex educator. What would we do in the world without sex educators? You know, like if I were to start a colony on the moon right now, before trying to find water and nourishment and shelter, I would be, no, we need sex educator. How will people know how to fuck? How will people know how to fuck unless we get sex educators? Oof. I think, like, you know, I don't think sex educators exist in Africa. I generally don't think so. I don't think they exist in China. How do they have functioning societies over there without sex educators? But anyway.
Eva, a sex researcher.
I use the pronouns she and her.
Also, sex researcher. So there are, like one of the most, any animal, right? No, not any animal. Any primate knows how to do several things. How to eat, how to drink, how to sleep, and how to fuck. Okay? And this has been going on for millennia. What possible research can you find that hasn't been discovered yet?
Pronouns she and her because I'm a woman, and when I was your age I used to be a girl.
No, kids, listen. It's because she's a far leftist and she's insane. Alright? When you see people putting their pronouns, it tells you a lot more about them than it does about you. Let me show you something. Alright? Let me just show you something. To prove my case. Like, these people are very confused. Okay? And confused people belong in a psychiatry ward and not with the rest of us normal people. Let's see if I can find it. Give me... Oh my god, Twitter is hiding Elizabeth Warren from me? Why are you doing this, Twitter? Twitter, allow me to find Elizabeth Warren! Jesus! The Twitter search engine doesn't bring me results when I look for Elizabeth Warren. Astonishing. There we go. I actually had to use Google. Look at this. Look at this. Right? These people are very confused. This lady... You know, thinks she's an Indian or something. Just putting it out there. You know, like you need to be aware, kids. When you see someone like this, run to your mommy and daddy. Run, just stop listening. Oh God. Let's go back. Where was it? Hold on. I'll find it. Give me a second. Jesus. You know what my problem is now? Do I market this video as for kids or not? Because apparently if I say this video is for kids, it's going to go and be recommended to children. And I think this is child abuse. Like, I don't want children to see this, alright? Like, I don't want kindergarten kids to see things that are talking about sex. I think this is something they need to learn from their parents, not from Nadine and Eva. But anyway.
And I'm Eva, a sex researcher.
I use the pronouns she and her because I'm a woman, and when I was your age I used to be a girl.
Gender is how you feel on the inside about whether you're a boy or a girl, a man or a woman. If you're non-binary, feel like neither or both. People can also be fluid, feel more like female, more like male, based on a different day or time. It's really individual.
How to get oppressed by society, the class course. You know, imagine these kids internalize this shite, and then they go to China. How do you think the Chinese are going to view that? But anyway, like Steven Crowder also talks about it. Stephen the Bigot Crowder. And I want to show you something, right? Like this is just perfect. Look at this.
Today's topic is all about the different types of love. True or false? There's no right or wrong age to fall in love.
This is true. People fall in love at all different
Oh look, they got a democracy going. It's like there's no right age to fall in love. The age of 2. The age of 1. What do you mean when you say love? Are you talking about, like the feelings that a mother has towards a child? Or are we talking about sexual love? Because if it's sexual love, then yeah, there is a right age. And not only that, like, okay, maybe you can say, well, there is no right age because maybe some people go through puberty faster than others, but then act on it, right? Like, you may fall in love, but you shouldn't act on it until you reach a specific age. But I don't think these people believe that.
different kinds of ages.
Is anybody here in love?
That's pretty cool.
I'm in love with pizza. I'm in love with sour candy.
Me too.
Gummy bears.
I'm in love with Shawn Mendes.
So these are like the definition of innocence. Like, I can't find on the face of the planet people more innocent than these kids. They have no idea what this is talking about, right? So why not teach them how to masturbate? I know you're like, no, this is what we're going to see.
Amazing. There are all kinds of different relationships. There are all kinds of different ways to show love.
And when it comes down to it, love is just love. What about things that could happen if you masturbate? Since some people consider masturbation a form of self-love.
What does masturbate mean?
Good question, Susie. What? Like these kids. Oh my god! I generally no, seriously. Like I can't believe it. Holy shit. No, I'm converting to Islam. Like Islam, as we see in Britain, is the only way to stand up against this. No, Allah Akbar. I'm sorry, Allah Akbar. Inshallah and all of the other things. No, I'm a convert now. I am genuinely a convert. If this is the only way to be able to take a stand against this, inshallah, where do I sign up? I don't know if I even have a mosque in my area, but some Muslim in the chat. No, I'm not kidding. If there is a Muslim watching me, or you know a Muslim, tell him to teach me his religion. I'm not kidding. I want to learn about the 7 pillars at this point. Holy shit.
It's basically when you touch yourself for sexual pleasure, so a lot of people like to touch or stimulate their genitals in a way that feels good.
A smart kid suggests if they start masturbating, it will encourage them to want to have sex. No, yeah. I'm going to make a video about this on my main channel, but Islam doesn't have a good record on the pedo thing. Man, I you know what? I kind of agree if you look at the Middle East, but then again, look at this. Minister accused of radio silence over LGBT school protests. My child, my choice. Let kids be kids. Our voice must be heard. I'm sorry, but come on. Oh my god. Let's see, Banks Naughty Bits. Cenk Uygur to run for Congress. Katie Hill seats. Oh, of course. Man, I would like to see the campaign that Cenk is going to do against Katie Hill. YouTube Red giving the super chat your channel is eligible. Oh my god. Is Cenk actually running for Congress? I need to see this. This is great. Look at this. Alright, so Cenk Uygur running for Congress. Liberal host. He's not liberal, he's progressive as fuck. Liberal host Cenk Uygur files for congressional run in Katie Hill's former district. To all reporters, no comment. Ooh. I mean, look. I'll tell you what I think about democracy. And I'll legitimately tell you what I think about democracy. Politicians, and prove me wrong, alright? I will tell you something and you prove me wrong. Politicians, we call them in Romania local barons. Because they're the baron of their little castle, you know, like their little business over there. Maybe a guy is cornering the market on cement, or maybe a guy is cornering the supermarkets, you know, like local barons. They have like a lot of cash. And they take that cash and they invest it usually into NGOs, into activist groups, into PR groups, into think tanks. And the reason they invest it is so they reap the rewards by getting elected, and then they profit by getting into positions of power. So I'm looking at Cenk Uygur, like he is making billions of dollars of YouTube, and he has the money in order to invest into becoming a politician. So he might actually do it. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, because it's not enough that you have the money. But it's a start, you know, like it's not enough that you have the money, but without the money you can't become a politician, that's for sure. As for, you know, people wanting monarchy, I don't know, man, like there were some really bad and messed up monarchs. And when you have a bad monarch, like your country is going to go down the drain for at least 90 years, or how long that asshole lives. And even after the asshole is dead, his son is still going to take a lot of time to fix the shit that he messed up. So, yeah, Cenk is running for Congress. We'll see. What I do love about this is that when you run for Congress, and it's not as bad as in the UK, as it is in the, it's not as bad in the United States as it is in the UK. But when you run for Congress, a lot of skeletons in the closet will already start to appear. You will see people, you know, come and show videos emerging, tweets resurfacing, you know, all of this coming up. Well, we're going to see about Cenk, so yeah. Maybe Cenk can get sponsored by Wild Wings. No, you know what? If I wanted to sponsor Cenk and I see a company, I would definitely want Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A should sponsor Cenk Uygur, because he's a Muslim. Let me just drink a little bit. Yeah, he got me too, and you're going to see that resurfacing. Oh. This was painful for me to watch. Very painful. Okay, let's see what else we got. Man, I love this. I love this. Toxic masculinity is the true villain of Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Which makes me laugh because this means that toxic masculinity is capable of creating a galaxy-wide empire, able to stand up against the Yuan Vong, and manage to crush the little rebellion. And when you look at what happens if you are not part of the toxic masculinity culture, you manage to create a bickering republic which got destroyed in the first 40 minutes of the movie. And then at the end of the second movie, they're clearly almost entirely wiped out. So I'm thinking like, okay, if toxic masculinity is the villain, I want to be on its side. What I love it when people talk to me about toxic masculinity, I tell them it's like, look, my great-grandfather was toxic masculine. Toxic masculine? Is it? He was very toxic. My great-grandfather. Man, I seen pictures of my great-grandmother. Mwah. You know, my grandfather, very toxic. Managed to impregnate my grandmother. My father, also toxic. So why should I break the tradition? It seems to be working. Like, it seems to be working. Apparently, there's a shooting in California. But how? How? No. See, I don't believe that because I know California has strict gun laws. No, look, I will show you. California is run by the Democrats. Alright. And it's got strict gun laws. Look, it says so right here in The Guardian. I'm sorry. There is no shooting in California, all right? And murder is illegal there. So please stop pushing this false information into my chat, all right? Unless they use the bow and arrow. Did they use the bow and arrow? Because then maybe. But other than that, no, I do not believe you. I do not believe you because the law is the law, and people cannot break the law, right? And not to mention, they also said it's in a school where it's a no-gun zone. Like, you're not allowed to have a weapon on school grounds. So, please, shut the fuck up. There is no shooting there. Jesus. No, they did not, Daywither. They did not, alright? Stop lying to yourself. Like, look, just think it logically, alright? Think it logically. California is a state run by the Democrats, alright? There are there are very strict gun laws, but on top of that, if you go to any school, it says that you're not allowed to carry a weapon inside. Furthermore, murder is also illegal. So please shut the fuck up misinforming people that it was a shooting. There was a fork massacre in the UK. Oh no, the potato peelers are dangerous in the United Kingdom. Did you know that? Oh my god. You know, like, usually the most dangerous people in the United Kingdom, I heard that they walk on the street without paying a BBC license. Speaking of Britain, this is brilliant. No, like, I love this woman. I love this woman so much. Her name is Lily Allen. Let me see if this is the one, because I don't want to make a mistake. Give me a second. Lily Allen. Yes. Okay.
Nu voiam să-mi vaccinez copiii. Zvonul
Shut the
despre
fuck up.
reacțiile adverse.
Anti-vaxxer commercial. Okay. So Lily Allen, which is a British actress, right? This happened when? 2016. She goes into a refugee camp and she talks to this refugee child, which is clearly an adult. I mean, it's definitely not over the age that he is claiming. I think he was claiming to be 12 or 13 or something, you know? Like, people actually use the facial recognition AI and they got like 18 when they looked at it. But anyway, right. So she's talking to this refugee child. At one point, she starts crying because Britain has laws and it doesn't just allow people to come in. Like, he needs to be processed before coming in, right? And the thing is, like, he's in France. Like, he's not in Syria. He's not in a nation that doesn't help people, right? No, he's in France. He was in Calais. But his father was in Britain, so he wanted to be reunited to his father, to which every normal person asks, well, why doesn't his father from Britain comes to France? But this is not something that Lily Allen gets to think. She could adopt him, though. She doesn't. Interesting. So, you know, you might say, well, he is in very poor conditions. It's like, well, aren't there homeless people in Britain that are in very poor condition? Like, not everyone should deserve wealth. Because I don't get wealth. Like, not everyone gets wealth. There are homeless people and people that are suffering. Why isn't she crying at a homeless shelter in Britain, you would think, and has to go all the way to France in order to do the crying? But anyway, right, so the funny thing is, as the people look into it, they find out that the father of this guy was a terrorist. Now, the story is that they fled the country running away from terrorists, which is absolutely true. But you need to understand, the Middle East is like Game of Thrones, right? Like, just because you're not from one terrorist faction doesn't mean you're not from another. So it was like a settling of affairs. And the father was baffled, like, why is she pissing her eyes after his, you know, kid? It was beautiful. Just wish she. But anyway, right, so moving back from this, so now that we provided a little bit of context, Lily Allen says Rule Britannia song should go in the bin because of its problematic lyrics. What else from history should go in the bin, according to Lily Allen? You know, I think Lily Allen should go in the bin because she's problematic. How about that? Why shouldn't Lily Allen go to the bin, huh? The nations not so blessed as thee must in their turn to tyrants fall, while thou shalt flourish great and free, the dread and envy of them all. So basically the song is Britain first. You know, imagine how crazy the people in Britain must be to believe that they should have such a great nation that everyone else should be envious of them. What wrong mindset! This is not kosher at all. I think we should not sing this song anymore. Well, Lily, no one is stopping you from not singing it, but leave other people alone. Alright, like what other people sing in their own bedroom is none of your fucking business. But anyway, Alan comments is that you should respect the fallen who gave you the chance to sing and make a career, someone said. In response, Alan called the widespread criticism pretty pathetic, adding, anyway, I don't really give a shit. That song is jank and should go in the bin. Besides, men and women died for our right to express our opinion, so... Well, yeah, but that's how it works, alright? There is a song which you don't like, alright? You're telling other people what to do. Other people are telling you to fuck off. And you're like, oh no, you don't get to tell me to fuck off because I got free speech. It's like, no. You get to speak and they get to tell you to fuck off. And you get to also tell them, this is what free speech is. But anyway, it's an ongoing thing, is what I'm saying. It doesn't stop. You don't say, oh, I get free speech, and therefore this is when it stops. No, people get to tell you to fuck off. And people usually, like, this is the most empowering thing you can do to an authoritarian, right? What is an authoritarian, first of all? It's a person that doesn't know you, doesn't know who you are, right? Is not a friend of yours, not an acquaintance, is not someone you'd even go for advice to. It's just a person that tells you how to live your life. Now, here's the thing. The only correct answer to them is to fuck off, to tell them this. Because if you tell your mother to fuck off when she tells you something, there will be consequences, right? Because if you tell your friend to fuck off, there will be consequences. He's going to stop being your friend if you do this in a disrespectful manner. If you tell your boss or an acquaintance or someone that you care about to fuck off, again, you wouldn't do that because you care about these people. But if it's some random twat that you've never heard about telling you, you should stop singing this song, the only logical and normal, and scientists have found, all right, the scientific consensus on this matter is that you should. It is a moral good. It is a moral justification to tell them to fuck off. Doesn't matter how, like if it's a person you've never met, a person that if you are in a ditch wouldn't give you money to get out of, and is telling you how to live your life, the only correct thing to do, the only moral, righteous thing to do as a good decent citizen is to tell them to fuck off. Your random twat tries to get your finances and projects destroyed. Oh, absolutely. Where is the Let's Play Toasters Part 2? It's going to come tonight. I just need to finish this live stream and then go grab something to eat. Again, I told people this and they don't believe me, but man, someone gave me $20 to buy cat food. I said this at the beginning of the stream. $20 to buy cat food. Can you imagine? In Romania. So I bought like the best cat food that I could. It's called Pet Cult. And man, they smell so delicious. They smell of pate. Now the problem is, I don't have my kitchen yet. Hopefully by the end of the month. Don't have any cutlery. Don't have a sink. Don't have a fridge. So I can't really buy pate. I can't. That can smell so delicious. God damn. No, I can't even eat the cat food. I don't have cutlery. Alright, if the British police come into my house, they will not have anything on me. I don't even have a potato peeler. Oh my god. Let me show you my cat, right? Because people actually want to see my cat. I even did a funny skit with him today, where I locked him in the bookcase. But honestly, like this cat, I've never seen a cat like this, alright? So the reason I'm saying I've never seen a cat like this is because most cats, they give you some affection when they want food or something, and then they leave you alone once you give them food. But no, this cat like genuinely wants affection. Like this cat wants to be next to me 24/7, and it's a problem when I want to record the video or something, because he will constantly interrupt me. And he doesn't even give a fuck when you pick him up. Like I've never seen a cat tolerating this abuse. And look at it. Look at this. Let me show you if you can manage to see on the camera. Like if he wants to garrote me, he definitely can do that. But he's so gentle. Jesus, you fall down? Nah, it's fine. So here we go, right? I have never seen a more spoiled cat in my life. Well, did I go validity if the cat wants to commit suicide by itself? Yeah, his father actually won a beauty competition in my country, so I'm thinking about getting him into a competition this spring. To which I think he might actually win. I mean, look at this. Let's see if you guys can see it. The thing is, like, he usually comes where I hold my mouse, and he wants cuddles, right? And if I don't give him cuddles, then he will just paw at the mouse. It's like, get this shit out of here. Yeah, myth that cats don't like belly rubs, busted. I got a 10 minutes videos coming up on my main channel with these two cats. For some reason, people keep asking them. It's not like people watch them. They usually get like 2,000, 3,000 views. But there are like a dedicated fan base. So once a month, I'm thinking about uploading a cat video. Right, much better. Let's see what the chat has to say. PETA will still figure out some way you're abusing your cat. Oh, they already do. Fun fact, PETA actually believes that pet ownership is slavery. So they would actually believe that I'm enslaving my cat, which is why they euthanize animals that they rescue. Because they believe death is a much better alternative than the animal being enslaved. I'm not even kidding. Like, it is insane. Like, they have fused with leftist ideology to the point where they give animals every single right that humans have, except the right to live, of course. And it's insane. Like, they believe in this thing called speciesism, where, like, if you're against chickens or something, you're committing the heinous act of speciesism, you know. But yeah, I do believe that animals should pay taxes as well. No, please leave the mouse alone. Please, no, bad cat. Yeah, so it sits like this, right? I'm working on a video. Look, right now I clicked the mouse. I'm working on a video or something, and I want to, focus. So the cat will sit like this, expecting that I will give it affection, right? And if I don't give it affection and I just move the mouse a little bit, then it will just paw at it. It's like, get this fucking shit out of here. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Look, look what it's doing. Look, and now it's clicking things. It's clicking things, and it's no. Oh my god, just no, kitty, no. Can I have it back now? Can I please have it back? Thank you. Jesus Christ. You know, you think it's cute. And it is. I'm going to say that. Look, now it's powering at the camera. You think it's cute, but this bastard has figured out how to open doors. Like it jumps on the doorknob and it hangs on the doorknob and the door opens. Right? So what it does is like 5 a.m. in the morning, I wake up with a cat in my bed going meow, meow, meow. And it's not that it wants food or anything. It's just that it wants affection. And it's like, it's 5 a.m. in the morning, cat. You're lucky I'm a YouTuber. You're lucky I don't sleep. I'm going to castrate you, cat. I'm going to castrate you. And it's going to be only one testicle. Only one testicle, cat. Do you know what I like to do to torment it? I will tell you what I do to torment it. Like in the morning, when I wake up, I like to go, to feed the cat. And I go towards the room where I feed the cat. So what I do is I go towards the room, and at the very last moment, I take a detour and go into the library, to the bookcase. This angers the cat, and I'm like, yes. Yes. No, but I'm not going to castrate this cat. I'm against castration. Like, if you have a pet that you keep it in house, and, you don't have any issues with it, why would you castrate it? But if you're going to start to piss on the sofa, and if you do that, then you get castrated. Yeah, I'm a feminist, cat. You need to understand, I'm a feminist. Yeah, castration does cause obesity and depression. Doesn't really increase cancer, funnily enough. It increases some type of cancer, but it also lowers other types. So, I mean, you're not going to have testicular cancer if you get castrated. There's that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the donations. Someone doesn't know what my main channel name... Oh, never mind. Thank you for the donations. And again, thank you Susan Anderson, David Gonzalez, Foxwood, and Therefore20, and everyone else that contributed. And I will make the How to Be Detroit, Let's Be a Toaster Part 2 today. So stay tuned for that.